會過度流水。一個箭頭嘅，嗰把劍呢個箭頭長定身。這個過來要這樣一手的去找吧，那個上面全是那個。啊，這種是那個高飛一下，覺得。即係你話同本同本嚟㗎？1年以上。这个叫什么桥？自由桥。匈牙利布达佩斯的自由桥。啊，就是你们刚刚看到的那一条桥。对，是铁链桥坊也是的大桥。这个我这个地方是有看过。然后右手边可以看到那边就是我们空调的散热器，其中散热器。中空调，中空调。所以刚刚我们在小镇都没有看到里面有那个散热器，都是集中在这边。哇，可以做中聲嘅喎，呢個好長啊！第一個大嗰啲機房係因為對聲嘅分見唔到。你可能嗰啲管啦，都係啲管。整個用呢個就呢個呢個聲而家嘛，呢啲拍嘛，幾聲？幾聲唔變。嗰個高房。唔使換到變咗個房一側面有生活技走咧。外面是不是园区里面的？外面的园区外黑色围栏外的都是属于园区外。东莞的松山附近区。它會出面係圍牆之外就係松山湖。
So today we're visiting the Huawei camp in Sunshine Lake here in Dongguan. Really pretty. Have a look. And now we're going to the German station. Those are the 5G towers, and they look like trees. And at the back is one of the castles. Yes, Huawei. Let's go. No, it's open to the public. A friend of mine invited me to join his party. He works with the city government, and they get like special pass. There goes a train. Yeah, they were offered a tour of like the open areas. Well, I'm shooting with a Huawei. Let me show you around. It is truly, truly spectacular out here. Ah, just look at that castle. And to think that there are people actually working in those castles and these beautiful buildings. Really, really cool. The amount of dedication to plants, flowers, whole area around here, unbelievable. Hopefully I will be able to make a video about some of the questions that I have for Huawei. As you remember in my previous videos, I was talking about questions that I had for Huawei. Well, I worked some magic and I got to ask the question to some of the people here in Huawei, and now I'm here. So yeah, it's all European style. It's all European style. Remote. So I was able to ask some of the people here the questions that I wanted answered, but I'm gonna do that in a separate video. I wanted to know basically what's going on with Harmony OS. I wanted to ask about the relationship with Google. I also wanted to ask about, well, why the choice of this kind of architecture in this place? Also, basically why they chose Dongguan to build this campus. Wow, just look at that. I also wanted to know about the state of, well, the 5G development here in China. Obviously here on campus they have 5G, so this should be coming without no lag. And so I wanted to know about the state of development of the 5G network, and both in China and around the world. I wanted to ask them which countries are currently allowing the installation of 5G network, since, well, we know that there's a bunch of countries that are opposed to it. So all those questions and more will be answered on a future video. Right now we're just doing the tour, and I'll get the answers to those questions a little bit later. I mean, basically right now I'm walking around with my friends. There's a group over there, a couple of government officials, and they've arranged for somebody to answer my. It reminds me of the old town in Nuremberg. Although we're missing the cobblestones though. I am not sure which way we're going though, so I will come back out and rejoin them. It's been a crazy weekend. Yesterday, Friday night, sorry, was a comedy open mic, comedy club, and I did my first open mic, telling a few jokes. I'm gonna post those too. To my chagrin, you're gonna have to decide for yourselves if I'm funny enough or not. I'm also going to, oh, what else did we do? That was Friday night. Saturday morning, it was all edit videos for, of course, China. Next week is going to be a very interesting video about sustainability in fashion. There's a very interesting woman making very here in China. Wow. Yeah, you feel, well, I haven't been to many places in Europe. I've been to Germany and France, but this does have a very, very European feel. And as you know, that was one of the questions that I wanted to ask. I mean, why make it like this? I mean, what is the purpose of copying this architecture? So, wow. Look at those holes. Obviously, there are many areas where we can't go in. They tell us to just follow the tour guide. It just looks like a campus in Europe or the US. It's not Shenzhen LC, LOC 82C. It's not Shenzhen, it's Dongguan. It's Songshan Lake. 对不起，这边可以看一看吗？可以。 So she's allowed me to go in and take a look at this pavilion over here. This is really, really beautiful, man. The attention to detail is unbelievable. Wow. 真的那么漂亮。Yes, I know, Xiaoxingran. It does feel like you're in Europe. It does feel like you're in Europe. Wow. Really, 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 really amazing. Really, really, really cool. It's a very super, super hot. Whew. But it seems like it's going to rain. Not Cambridge, no. Close enough. Huawei University. Huawei campus. Interesting how they call it university or campus here. Because, oh, look at this. Now this is full-on European. Well, they opened it about 2 years ago, I think. Well, they've been opening like in stages. Oh my god. Yes, very Harry Potter. I know Jamaica Funk. Colombia, the Fernando Botero, right? Yeah. Yeah, it's made by Fernando Botero from. 这是我的 Colombia 的，我是 Colombia 人。哦。这是 Fernando Botero 的。Yeah, the Wall Street Bull. 一样的吗？是差不多。那不一样的，我看到是不一样的，不是那个。Wow. Just unbelievable, man. This is such a beautiful place. Can't imagine what it's like to work here. They were telling me that about, well, they can make the Chinese Hogwarts now. The Chinese Harry Potter. Well, I don't know, I'm Colombian, so the one in Wall Street was made by Fernando Botero, so wow. But honestly, it's amazing. This is just 15-20 minutes from my home. Unbelievable. Wow. Look at that entrance. They have the arrows, north, south, the whole thing. Everywhere you go, it feels like you're in Europe. That's carved on marble, guys. That's not. Wow. That's just unbelievable. Botero? Cool. I did not know that, Jamaica Funk. Thanks for letting me know. They say that we can't go into these places unless the guide takes us. Industrial safety, I suppose. Let me turn the camera around a little bit. All right, but it's really bright outside. Really, really bright out. Menu, 现在哪了吗?
Yep.
Oh, okay. So no need for me to
I
use.
also learn in Spanish.
Muy bien. ¿Cómo se llama?
Me llamo Brenda.
Bland. Okay.
Only a few simple sentences I can speak.
That's something. So Huawei, guys, amazing, amazing. I was telling the people, the guy, that I went from to Huawei. I don't know, about 8 years ago. I changed my Mate 8. All these guys work here. This looks like a church, kinda. I went from my iPhone 8 to a Huawei Mate 8, and then I bought a P9, and I don't like how round it is, so I changed to a Mate 10, and then I waited a few years, and now, well, basically you're watching this from the Mate 30 Pro. So if you like the quality, then you know the quality of a Mate 30 Pro, of course. Streaming on 5G. Progress. This is so cool. So sorry that I dropped. Sorry to have dropped you guys, but my DJI gimbal started to act up and overheat, and I had to reset it. So this is more like Spain. Let me see. Here we go. Google Plus. I love these gardens. I absolutely love these gardens. Who wants to become an engineer and come work for Huawei? They were telling me that about 10% of the workforce is foreigners. Obviously engineers and mathematicians, people working algorithms and working developing apps and stuff like that. A lot of marketing people also. Some of those foreigners, people who have experience in developing the whole market, the whole app market, which is so important for them. If they're going to have their OS, they need to have a market that's strong enough and that supports and replaces everything that, you can't find on Google. Check out the pebble stones. These are classrooms, and this is like where they develop software, for everything they do. This is more like, this is not a factory. The factories are in Shenzhen. This is a place where they develop software and apps and engineering, basically. Development, not a factory as such. They have their own police station. They have their own clinic, their own hospital, their own hotels, restaurants. Like each building has a restaurant. So this is one of the canteens of this building. Their kitchens. I always thought that having 5G would make live streaming easier. These are just offices, as you can see. No, it's not open to public. It's by invitation only. And as I was saying, I've been invited by my friend who works in government. Wow. So he received, that's my tour team basically, ahead of me. So no, you can't just come in here. You need to come by invitation only. Check out that tower back, sorry. There's a place here in Guangdong that's kind of none of those things in that, like European Village Park near Guangzhou. None of that is functional. Jamaica Funk. You're probably right, Jamaica Funk. You made me laugh. Okay, now we're going to go to the place where we're going to have lunch. So we're going to, well, the canteen that we have been assigned for this visit, I think. Well, it's time for lunch. I would love to work here, man. I would love to work here. I was waiting for the train again. Check this out. Sorry, what it says is that my gimbal begins to overheat, so it starts acting up and it loses the connection to the phone. So excuse me, pretty lady. Do you want to say hello to my audience? No? The wife doesn't want to say hello. But you guys can say hello to the wife. Let me show her back.
No.
That's her behind me. Respect. As you can see, it's very overcast today. So it's not very sunny or bright, but humid as hell. I'm sweating like a pig. You hear the birds? It must be so nice to work here. I wonder if they need English teachers here. Hello. Sorry guys, my connection's on and off, on and off. Yeah, pretty overcast. But just check out the attention to detail all over the place. That's one of the things that really marvels me about China. I mean, do you need this? That's a question I ask myself. Do you need all this to make phones? I was teaching about the history of art earlier, and I was thinking, well, it's of the pursuit of art, basically. The pursuit of harmony and beauty and interaction with nature. That's what it is about. Well, I haven't seen any crop. It's a research and development facility, so no, I haven't found any churches yet. They look like churches. And now we're waiting for 6 minutes for our train. I'll show you guys how the trip on the train is. I don't know which way it's coming from. Hey Gabo, it's good to see you, man. It's good to see you. Haven't done a live stream in a long time. I don't need to pay for this one. I thought that enjoying the free 5G would be a good idea to do a live stream, but it's still very glitchy. Has to do basically with the VPNs. It's nothing to do with the speed of the connection. It's one of the reasons why I'm considering not doing anymore. Yes, of course there are real trains here. The thing that I enjoy the most of these live shows is that I don't need to edit. That's what I like the most. One of these guys, his son is studying cinematography in Beijing, and he was looking at my gear, and he's still studying online, finishing his semester online. His university in Beijing, they will not go to class for another 4 months. He says that probably around September they'll go back to school. So that's the situation for a lot of universities in China. Dear Lord, it's hot. So what you see there at the back, yeah, those are all like the residences. That's where all the employees work. Well, all the employees live actually. So these trains and shuttles take them over there when they're done with their work. Let's go to this other side. Told my wife that I don't need to take her to Europe anymore. Real metal. Not iron cast, but at least real metal. Yes. Basically, imagine a Disney train, right? It goes from building to building, and they build different stations. Simona, hello. Yeah, we've been to Europe. Me and my wife have been to Europe 2 times, and well, we've only been to France and Germany, but there's much more to see. This is nice. It does feel well. The overcast skies makes it look more like Europe. Now that I think of it. Oh, really? It seems to me like the north of China, they're going back to school a little bit faster than here. Oh, I received news yesterday that really pissed me off. We received news that here in the city, movie theaters and KTVs can open again. They can go back to work. VIP. They can go back to work, but still training centers can't go back to work. And I'm like, what the heck? I mean, how is a KTV or a movie theater any different from a training center? Well, if you're going to go in an area where it is required, you have to. But for example, now in my garden, I go. The train is inspired on the trains from Switzerland, the Swiss trains. Ah, Galva. Look at that. Just look at the gardens. Wow. I don't know why I'm obsessed with gardens. Might be the Colombian in me. So right now we're gonna go for lunch and well, it's an outdoor train. It's a light railway, so connection should be okay. So I'm glad that you guys are enjoying this tour of Huawei with me. I've been waiting for this tour a very long time. I've been wanting to come here for a long time, but of course it's not open to the public. You can't just come to the gates and say, hey, show me around. This is by invitation only, and I'm lucky enough to have a friend who was able to get me that invitation. And I thought it would be cool to... Yeah, but very spotty connection, unfortunately. Let's see, I don't know where we're going, so I don't know which side will be more interesting. I think this other side will be... Oh no, that's interesting over there too. Wow. Oh, check out this bridge. I don't know what does it represent of which is it supposed to emulate. But that's kind of cool. This is very pretty. I don't know how many times I've said that. They got these paths for people to ride bicycles. So if you're an employee, don't want to take the train, don't want to wait for the train, want to ride your bicycle, you can do so. Yes, it is a huge. They say that it takes about 2 hours. more than 2 hours to walk around the campus. Hence the the light railway. Which station is this? This is Granada. Now we're leaving Granada. So yeah, this is basically Spain. It's a Spanish area. Those towers look like Nuremberg Castle, like the walled city. And we're back to the main station, which is supposed to be France. The French station. I guess this is where we are going to have lunch. So guys, that's gonna be it for this broadcast. I'll see you guys sometime soon, right? Bye for now. Take care.